in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Razorbacks offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just
finds a spot in the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. There have been many days for the Razorbacks where big plays from the quarterback came by running like Matt Jones, but that was a beautiful throw.
Man, I played against Matt Jones. Played him in the SEC Championship game my sophomore year. We beat him 30-3, by the way. Just side note, but just dynamic player. But you're right. Always ground team, ground and pound. When they got that ability to keep some balance, these teams can open up, and Arkansas can have great seasons.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Dumps it to the back. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They put the first points on the board.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Finds his target down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the back. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Working that left side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that ball.
There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Good job to that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. And the quarterback hung up 2 and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense really struggled in the first half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the shuffle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The give. Fights off the defender. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the 3rd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
Yeah, he's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll move the wide receiver. Got it, looking for the first down. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Blake. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Green. It's on target and complete. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gonna run it. It's Washington. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The run to the right. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
To the air, it's Manning. They're working that left side. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. Pick up a 5, it'll be 3rd down and 5. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.